Recently, I found out that Xbox 360 had planned on releasing a remaster of Goldeneye 007, like an HD version of the original N64 Goldeneye game. And somebody leaked it. It never got finished and never officially launched for Xbox 360 because of licensing or legal issues. But somebody leaked the almost finished product, and you could try it out on an Xbox 360 emulator if you got good enough hardware. This is my PC. I'm using the RTX 2070 Super with a Ryzen 3700X CPU. So if you have similar hardware, it might run pretty good for you. So anyways, in the description area under this video, you'll find a link to a file called Goldeneye 007 HD. Just go ahead and extract that. And then there'll be something called default.xex. So you grab that. That's the game. And you just drag it into the emulator, xenia.exe. So drag it on there. And then all you have to do is just put it in full screen. Should be good to go. And here it is, the unreleased Xbox 360 version of Goldeneye 007. I guess they couldn't put the N64 logo there. And this is the version to play. It's way better than the N64 version's graphics, but it's still the same game. It's not like they changed it a lot. Remember the Wii came out with a version of GoldenEye, kinda, but it was so different. This is the actual original game, just with better graphics and a little bit better controls. The N64 controller wasn't really very good for first-person shooter games. The only thing I changed in the beginning when I started playing, everything was just working out of the box, but I turned auto aim off because it's so aggressive. Like, it'll have you aiming at the opponent's guns a lot of times, and it takes too many shots to kill them instead of like being able to hit them in the head or the chest. So I prefer manual aim. But yeah, other than that, everything's default. This is kind of funny and glitchy looking. It looks like everything's the start button, but really it's not. Aim is left trigger, fire is right trigger. RB is toggle updated graphics on and off. Y is cycle weapons. B cycle gadgets. X reload. A is activate. And use the right analog stick to look around. It's really nice feeling. It even has like cheats and everything, just like the original. I went ahead and beat everything on easy just to test and see if everything was working. There's a couple of textures that seem to never get finished. Like, there's no ocean really on the frigate stage, and on the cradle there's like some textures missing from the helicopter at the very end that you jump onto. Other than that, it looked pretty much done. Also on Statue, the henchmen for the Yanis Corporation, they don't have or their shotguns look a little incomplete. There's some kind of weird glitch on their shotguns, but other than that, it seems great and perfect. Let's just go ahead and try a stage out just to take a look. So you can cycle in real time between the new graphics and the old original N64 graphics. So that's pretty cool. But everything's original except for the graphics, and like I said, a little bit better controller scheme than the N64 controller. More intuitive to use the right analog stick, as you can see. Where are you going? You turn around for a second. Shoot him in the groin. You know, the characters compared to the original is so much better. The original does have like a cool sky though that seems to be missing. Like, I think that's just one thing they never got around to finishing, because like I said, there are certain things that you could tell they just didn't ever get finalized and put in, like the water on the frigate stage. And I guess the skybox is something that they never really added before they realized, oh my god, we're not gonna be able to release this game because of licensing issues, and they just stopped production on it. But man, everything's so close to finished that it's very polished and playable, really. I'm surprised how good it is. Blow up, security camera. Thank you. Body armor. Might want that. Even like the watch is like updated. See? It's really cool to be able to switch like that back and forth. I wish they would do these remasters like this for all the N64 games. Especially like Goldeneye, or sorry, not Goldeneye, especially Rogue Squadron and Shadows of the Empire. Those would be really cool to have a HD remaster. Yeah, whatever. These cameras take a lot of shots. Oh my god, still. Thank you. Oh, he was gonna throw a hand grenade at me. But it is cool to be able to switch between the graphics like that in real time. Definitely a big improvement. It plays great. I mean, if you try it out and it's not so smooth on your hardware, then you know it's probably just, you know, like I say, you gotta have a pretty beefy system, you know. But provided you have the processor, I think it's more processor than GPU dependent, then it runs really smooth. Look at how much better this stage looks. You can even see the dish down there. Man, that looks good compared to the original. The ZMG. The invincible Alec Trevelyan. I can't remember if you have to just shoot him a lot or to trigger his dialogue. Yeah, I think you have to keep shooting him to trigger his next dialogue, otherwise he takes longer to get around. And I already screwed up. I should have been shooting him more. Oh, there he goes. He's going back the other way. Finish the job, James, if you can. Yeah. For England? For England. Oh god, his henchman. You get kind of stuck when you get shot. You can't move for a second, you can't fire for a second, so it's kind of annoying. Anyways, you get the idea. Hit escape key to exit, and that's pretty much it. Like I said, the helicopter isn't finished looking. Something in the skybox is missing, but other than that, it seems pretty good. There's not a lot of options, as you can see here. It seems like you change the controls, just work out of the box. You don't really change any options or settings, really. I wonder if multiplayer works. Man, how cool would that be? To start on. I only have one controller hooked up, so I can't test it. That would be pretty cool. I would like to play multiplayer in HD Remix. Anybody who gets a chance to pull that off in the comment section, leave a little bit of info on that if you're able to test that out. Anyways, like I said, there'll be a link in the description to this folder. You download it, extract it, and then you just drag default.xex into the Xenia Xbox 360 emulator. Should be good to go. Good luck. Let me know how it goes. Enjoy.